I'm going to be talking about the hulk of the immune system, the monocyte. It transforms into the macrophage, which means big eater. I'm Dr. Nicholas Thackeray, family doctor in Port Elizabeth, South Africa, and you are watching the third episode of the Shield series here on Word Doctor, where we are talking about the immune system. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay on the beat. In this episode, we are turning to ground warfare, and I'm going to be talking about the hulk of the immune system, the monocyte. This is an antibacterial machine which flies through the bloodstream as a regular-sized white blood cell. When it lands at the site of an infection, it transforms into the macrophage, which means big eater. The monocyte is a white blood cell born in the bone marrow and released into the bloodstream as a small, streamlined cell. It flies through the body, patrolling the bloodstream. So how does the monocyte find invaders in the body? If you are commanding an army, you want to direct all your troops to the site of the invasion as quickly as possible. Your body does this in an incredible way, through the interaction between your blood vessels and the white blood cells. Now, pay attention here because it gets interesting. Blood vessels are made up of thousands of miles of diverging and converging tubes. The entire inside of these blood vessels are lined with flat cells like large tiles, creating a 3D tube structure like a complex puzzle. These flat cells are similar to the flat skin cells, but are only one layer, whereas your skin cells are hundreds of layers. These cells on the inside of your blood vessels are called endothelial cells and are sophisticated living cells. When a part of your body becomes infected with a virus or a bacteria, let's just say, for example, your sinus passages, the endothelial cells inside your blood vessels are activated. They change their surface by inserting proteins into their cell layer, making them sticky for white blood cells, but only at that specific area where the infection is located. So let's focus in on the monocyte, which is flying through your bloodstream. As it zooms through the bloodstream, it eventually makes its way, by random chance, to the area of infection, the blood vessels lining your sinuses. As the monocyte flies through the blood vessels, which keep diverging and getting narrower and narrower, eventually the white blood cell is bouncing on the walls of the smallest blood vessels called capillaries. The monocyte then contacts these surface cells and starts rolling along the wall of the blood vessel and comes to a halt inside the blood vessel, literally clinging to the wall. Imagine a truck driving into the emergency sand strip you see on the side of the road, or a jet that touches down on the runway and brakes hard. Once coming to a stop, the monocyte then squeezes out of the blood vessel between the blood vessel cells and into the tissues at the exact site of the bacteria and virus. Now, if that didn't amaze you, this will. The monocyte, when it arrives on the battlefield, changes too, just like those endothelial cells. It doubles in size like the Incredible Hulk and becomes the incredible macrophage or big eater. Why is it called that? Well, because it is very large compared to bacteria and other body cells and goes on a battle rampage. Small little bacteria in its path get entirely engulfed in its cell wall, swallowed up and digested into bacteria soup. This bacteria soup doesn't go to waste, as it is used to create antibodies by the B cells as the macrophage makes its way back to the lymph nodes to show the B cells what's for supper. The B cells make specific antibodies against this bacteria and launch these into the bloodstream. These antibodies stick to bacteria, spicing them up for other macrophages to swallow. We covered B cells and antibodies in episode 2. Quite a few routine childhood vaccinations are against bacteria, and these antibodies give the macrophages a head start against invading bacteria. This is why it's beneficial to vaccinate your children. If you are concerned about the side effects and risks of vaccination, a healthcare worker would be very eager to chat about this with you. The bottom line is that there is a small risk to vaccination, but the overall benefits are deemed by scientific evidence to outweigh the risks of serious side effects. Join us for our upcoming Facebook Live Q&A session where we will be answering your questions about vaccination. Please reach out to us on media@peoplecentered.co.za. I bless you in the name of Jesus. Stay safe. See you soon.